Hi planner friends, it's Julia from Planner Jules, and I'm finally back with another setup video. I'm using the Franklin Covey inserts in my Filofax malden, and let's go right to it. So I use this planner as a wallet as well. So I have some cash here, some cards and everything else, my IDs. I have some full-length sticky notes and my student ID in there. Hang on here, there we go. And then I have this ollie clip on the Franklin Covey page lifter, which is like a hard plastic. I have an ollie clip that clips like all of my receipts that I will later like file and go over because I'm trying to focus on my spending a little bit more. And then I have this day runner, I think, or day timer, one of those two pockets. It came in a pack of 3 and I chose like this orangey brown one, which holds a bunch of like label stickers on both sides and some more receipts. And the inserts from Franklin Covey that I chose are the compact size, which fit nicely in the malden, because the malden is a tiny bit wider and the clasp is quite a lot bigger, so you can stuff this planner more. And but overall, like the Franklin Covey inserts are a little bit wider than the standard Filofax personal size. So, and they call it compact size. And this, I said leadership. It was the pack because I really like the colors of the tabs on the side. And I just needed something more structured, especially going to school, because I need to, I had to focus on just my tasks, and I needed enough room to write everything down. So here on the next page, you have a 2018 and 2019 at a glance. And then you jump right into the months, and it's structured that way. So you have like your monthly tab that brings you to the month on 2 pages in like the box style and has lines. I struggle with the Sunday star, to be honest, still. And so I have to like draw the lines here with my gray mount liner, so I know to treat this as the Monday and not this one, because I'm very tempted to just write everything down here. I don't know if you can tell, but I already whited out some things that I just mislabeled because, again, too European for this. Okay, so I just color code. I keep it super simple, very functional for me, at least. I just write everything down in in pen first, and then when I get home or when I get time, I will color code with highlighters. Here I just use like the regular like neon highlighters that you can buy at any store, and I really enjoy them. And here we go into February, because I just started using them in February, so I only like transferred some of the happenings and dates and all that stuff like over from a different planner that I was using, and then jumped right into February. So here in the front you have an index where you can just write down basically anything that you really need, like important information, something that you like record throughout the month. For us, like we were all basically sick. Well, I was sick in January, but my kids were sick or hurt in February. So it was good to just like track those type of things, or when my husband came back and when my finals were and all that stuff. So it's nice to have it, because I just keep these sheets, I just keep them in here. Like even if the month passed, I just keep them in here because they do not take so much room. So then after and then this is a monthly. And just as I said, it's like, color coded, super simple, super easy. Those dots are the Avery see-through dots. And the red one indicates when my husband has drill weekend. And the green ones are the paydays. And then you have, at the back of the month, you have a personal and business master task list. The business one I just treat for my school stuff, or you could use it like for home tasks. You can still use it like as you like it. Even though it's a very structured planner, you still have enough freedom in it to use it to your life's needs. So then you jump into the day on 2 pages. And at first I was thinking maybe I should just get the day on 1 page with a schedule and the daily task list. But then I was like, no, I need to, especially when I'm stressed, I need to like write things down. I need to brain dump. So this layout is much better for me. And what I just did here is like the typical schedule, like what I did, you know, starting from when I wake up until I go to bed. It goes from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. And then you have the prioritized daily task list, which really helps because you have like the ABC system here. And then here you have the space for notes. At the bottom I always like wrote down when I was like out spending something, and then I color coded it green for spending. Then this is a note concerning my son, so it's blue. And then I don't know, like important things that happened that day. I just, you know, journal a little bit. Here I started color coding a little bit more, like what I was doing that day, more journaling. So it's pretty self-explanatory. You know, you have enough space to really write everything down so you never forget anything. Like here, don't forget, I had a dissection day in my bio lab, so I had to bring everything with me, and also made sure that my hair was up so I wouldn't get wouldn't kicked out of the lab because I have very long hair. And then yeah, just simple, you know, like the weekend, like my father was here, so we went shopping. I was studying for finals. Here, this is how I would just do it. I would just write down for both of my classes what I was doing that day, or what I wanted to accomplish that day. This way, you know, you're not too overwhelmed when it comes, especially to finals time. You know, on Saturday, I didn't write it down, but on Saturday I sat down, I went over my notes, my past exams, and pulled out everything that was still a little bit iffy, or I didn't really remember anything. And then I structured it so that I had like little chunks throughout the next couple of days, where you can just like, you know, cross off what you restudy basically. And that really helped me because I got a very good grade on my final, or like my overall exam. So I'm just gonna quickly flip you through this. Like sometimes I color code, or, you know, I still color code, but sometimes, you know, I just didn't feel like highlighting everything. And then some days I just didn't write anything down. Might be a waste, but at the same time, you know, sometimes you go to your planner, sometimes you know, you don't feel like you need to. So it's not the end of the world if you don't use it for a couple of days or even weeks, because you can always come back to it. The problem with the dated ones, though, is like, you know, you feel like you have wasted paper, but, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Everybody has like, it's gonna be okay. So, like here, I didn't color code. Then I stopped using it a little bit. Well, I started using it back up here because I'm out of school right now, and I don't know what to do really. So, and what you do after the month. So after the month has passed, because I still cut slits like Rowena, Mama Row, on YouTube, I can just take these out and then archive them. So, because I don't really need the daily pages because they are quite bulky, and I have everything that happened that was important either here or on my monthly spread if I need any reference. So I can just, you know, leave my dailies out, and then just I put in the March dailies to, you know, because it's March now. So here I started color coding back with my mild liners because I do prefer the mild liners, like the overall look. And I have been using them for such a long time, I'm just like, my brain is used to seeing those colors. So it helps even more than with the neon colored ones. So I have like a little master task list that I still need to like fill out, because we have a ton of like school projects with my son, and those are the dailies. So this was yesterday. I didn't do much because I'm out of school. And then this is today. I actually took a nap, which was great. And then this ruler came with the whole like daily pack, and you have like a weekly compass. I'm not sure how I want to use this yet, or if I'm even going to use this. It's a very good idea, but I just don't know. So I take just the notes side here so I can see like what I want to do or buy or what's important, but not specifically day specific. So some journaling. I started using like some Planet Southern stickers to record the weather, and here I already like did a little brainstorm like for my son's leprechaun trap that we have to make. And then some like notes, like forward planning basically. And then I just have like the rest of the year in those tabs here. Some, like here for April, I already filled in a couple of things that came up, but the rest is pretty much blank. But the colors are beautiful. I'm really like happy, and I love the lines. So even though I might not stick to like the dailies, maybe they will be too much for me one day, I really enjoy like the monthly with the lines and the tabs, the colors. And you can order only like the monthly tabs from Franklin Covey's website as well. So this is September, October, November, and then December. It's beautiful. And then those tabs came also with the pack, and it's just like numbered from 1 to 4, and then address and phone thing. So number 1 is my school stuff. So what I do every semester is like I have 4 classes per semester, but my semester is split in 1 and 2. So in spring 1, I had Math 101 and Bio 210, which is Anatomy and Physiology. And what I love to do, and what is super, super helpful if you are in school or if you have children that are in school and you might want to like track or keep track of their like work, is to just draw out like according to the syllabus and according to like the assignments that are due. Everything needs to be like, you know, written out. Like I have my homework here. We had like 5 unit tests and then a final exam for math. And I always made sure that, you know, I had it like in my notes, like, okay, homework 101 till 1.6 is due like a week from now. And I always made sure to make it like to keep track, so I never forgot, because if I didn't do any of these, I would get a 0 for I wouldn't be able to take one of the unit tests. So I always had to have a 90 or above in my homework, and then I was able to take my tests. Same goes for like a science class where you have like a lecture in the lab part. So we had 17 lecture quizzes, which meant every day we had a quiz. Sometimes the topic was just discussed and we had to take it like the same day, which was crazy. And then we had 3 major exams and a final exam for lecture. In lab, we had also, I think, 17 quizzes, but those were letters. So like the practical quizzes where you work with the models and everything. And then we had a midterm and a lab final exam. And this really helped because at least, well, I mean, this class was very structured, and I had a very structured, organized teacher for this class, and he was really good. But at the same time, you know, it just helped to like survive this class, to see like, oh my God, okay, I only have like 2 more tests, or we already did so many tests, because it was crazy. This class was insane, but I did well. And then I still have my to-do list here, my important information list, my the sequence of my courses, like my prereqs, and then everything else for my dental hygiene program. And so I know which classes to definitely take. Then after tab number 2 is just random lists, like a wish list here, and then I have a couple of blank grid paper, because grid paper is life. I love grid paper. And I have my emergency plan. I just transfer those. You have seen those in past videos. Like I just transfer them from planner to planner when I'm in rings. And then gift ideas, meals we love. I just downsized a little bit of those collections. Just kept the ones that I really need or want to have, like my Christmas cookie recipe. Some more blank papers, travel plans, trip ideas, and cooking reference. Tab number 3 is finance. Like I'm still on the hunt for like financial sheets or printables or something. Although I hate printables personally. I mean, they're great, they're amazing, and you can just buy them and then print them to whatever you need. But I just don't really have the time to print and cut and punch and do all this stuff. But yeah, so I have the online purchases from So Much Crafting, which is beautiful. I like her paper because it's very nice and smooth and thick. And I just like to track my orders. And then here I have some printables. These ones were actually like hassle-free because they're from Peanuts Pie & Co. and I really like them. Those are the doctor visits ones, like so upcoming upcoming doctor appointments, and then I just color code like for me or when the kids have a doctor appointment and what happened. And then I have some like sports that my older son is in right now. This summer my younger son will start sport too because he's already 3. And then here's the address and phone section, which I have like some passwords as well. And I'm just using the Franklin Covey address sheets that came with the pack. You get a lot with this pack. I was actually super impressed. Yeah, so you get those sheets and they're super straightforward, super simple and lined. So it's nice to write on those. And then you have like the page lifter here in the back, which is plastic and nice and hard, which I love. And then I just have a note here in the back and nothing in this pocket. And I don't use the pen loop because it's too small. So what I do with my pen is just I hook it up here. It gets a little bit of wear and tear here, but I don't baby my planners. I don't mind if they get a little bit scratched or, you know, like used looking, because it makes them look loved. So anyways, this concludes my planner flip through for March 2018, and I really like this thing. It goes everywhere with me, and I have been consistently in it since January, I think, or yes, January, which is a long time for me if you know my planner jumping around. I use sometimes the planners like on the side if I feel like it. Like I use my bullet journal right now as well because I do a lot of more journaling because I have more time. But this one is always with me. It's always consistent. And the inserts from Franklin Covey really help my planner situation. I just wanted to show you the tabs again because they look very nice. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too long or rambly. If you have any more questions or suggestions on videos, or you want to see a little bit more of anything, just let me know in the comments below and I will be happy to answer or make another video for you. So I hope you have a great day and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Mama.